Till now, we have written programs using functions, right? But real world applications like Instagram, banking apps, AI system, if you are working in your company, in real world do not use any functions. Okay. They are not built using any functions. They are built using OOPS, object oriented programming language. Hello everyone. Welcome back to day 16. Today's topic is one of the most important concept is prog- in programming, object oriented programming language. Okay, object oriented programming. The short term is OOPS. Okay, this session is going to complete a master class. Okay, from basics to advanced, I will teach everything in the OOPS. Okay, there are some parts today. I'm going to explain part one tomorrow. There are 3 to 4 parts. I will segregate it and I will explain every concept. Okay, without any delay, let's begin our OOPS concept. Before going to explain OOPS, till now we discussed about fundamentals of Python, okay, and operators. We discussed about with the practical examples. Input function, what is the meaning of it? Input function, flow controls, we done if, else, for loops, break, continue. These things we have discussed. String data type, this is also we discussed. List data type, tuple, set, dictionary, functions, modules, packages. We have all these topics. Okay, if you haven't watched those videos, please watch those videos because this is important. We can call it as these topics are core Python. Okay, this is basic Python. If you are going to advanced Python, then some topics will come. Oops, one of the part advanced Python concept is part. Oops concept. Anyway, I will discuss about these things and exception handling. One of the topic, one of the main important topic in the real production level. Okay, file handling, serialization, deserialization, RE, regular expressions, multi-threading. Okay, next concept is PDB 19, Python database. Okay, how to connect database by using Python. And next 20 top 20 topic is decorators. And one of the most important concepts in advanced Python, NumPy pandas. Okay, these are the we are pending one by one. I will complete this series. Okay, one thing you will do, please learn everything. Okay, whatever I uploaded daily, please learn. If you have watched, if you have that like that video, please comment and please subscribe on that because it will motivate it to me. Because I also worked some organization, I can manage that one and also YouTube channel. Okay, this is very difficult to me. That's what, if you are motivated me, if you are motivated in the sense, you can like, once you watch that video, if you some like or subscribe, some comment, okay, it will motivate motivated to me. Okay, but anyway, if you haven't like, please comment. Okay, this video is not understandment so and so topic, please explain completely, then I will definitely reply that comment. And if the topic is really not good, then immediately I will make another video but my motto is everyone can learn Python and prompt in AI related things without paying single rupee as well. Okay, even other institute, these topics they charge, okay, 10,000 only Python and advanced one they charge 10,000 20,000. Okay, I will teach you people without any taking single rupee also. Okay, once advanced Python, core Python, everything is complete, and I will promise you there are 3 to 4 projects really important. Those projects, if you are fresher in your resume, those projects you can put it, means that is boost of your resume. I will explain those projects also. Okay, let's get our OOPS concept without any delay. What is OOPS? Okay, OOPS means I already discussed it, right? If you write function means, okay, in real world only functions, that is not good, right? For example, in real world application like Instagram or Facebook, anything, there are there are not millions of functions are there. Okay, every function you can manage means that is not good, right? All function you can get one class, and you can call that class any number of times. That is good, right? That is the picture come in OOPS. Okay. Then our first concept, OOPS, class. Class. What is class? In Python, everything already in the starting I explained, right? In Python, everything is an object, right? Everything is an object. To create object, a is equal to 10, that is object. Okay, def function name, that is also object. If you are defining any variable function, that is called object. In Python, whatever you define, those it is called object. Okay, to create object, we required some model or plan or blueprint, right? Blueprint, right? That is nothing but are called a class, or called a class. A simple meaning, sir. What is class? For example, if you are going to construct on a building, if you are going to plan on a house, your dream house, but you are going to directly construct that building without proper planning? No, right? First, you can proper plan. Okay, this type of requirement, I want to construct a house. Okay, here some right side, some bedrooms are side, left side, some kitchen related things, and wherever the parking room is coming, everything you can architecture on plan. Then only you can proceed to construct building. Right? Same thing. If you are creating any functions, okay, just class is required. Class is nothing but blueprint of object. Simple meaning, blueprint of object. Okay. Before constructing building, some plan is required, right? Blueprint is required. That blueprint is nothing but a class. Understood, right? What is class? A class contains both variables, both variables and methods. Methods or functions. Those are called those are called class. Then how to create a class? How to create a class? How to create a class? Simple, sir. We can define we can define a class by using class keyword. By using class keyword. That's it. Syntax. Syntax. Class, class name, docstring. This is docstring is optional. Why docstring? Even whenever we are discussing about functions, I have mentioned docstring, but I haven't explained docstring. What is docstring means? Just to have to tell what what is the purpose of the class. For example, you define a class simply. Okay, you executed. You have to give some production level. Okay, then tomorrow some of the developer can write some other program by using your class, some extension. But he did not understand, right? What you written. You he did not understand every line. Okay. Maybe he is fresher or he did not, but you written the code, some difficult syntaxes, something, but he did not understand. In that cases, just to have to define what is the purpose of that class. Okay, this class is purpose of to uh, what addition of two numbers or subtraction of two numbers or something, for example credit related things or debit related things in bank account, some some matter required, right? That type of matter you have to declare doc string within the triple quotations. Okay, that is nothing but class. After that, blue body, whatever you have to return the body, some body you have to write. This is nothing but class. Now you understood, right, what is doc string and what is the body. You have to write. This is the class, how we can define. Now we understood, I hope. Okay, just one example we have to write by using class. Class student or employee, anything you want to take. Just I want to put a doc string. This is student class with required data, with required data, something I have to named. Okay, tomorrow someone open this your program, then immediately he or she can understand. Oh, this class written so and so thing. This class thing by using docstring. That is the beauty of docstring. But this is the optional. Whether you are can write written or not, that is up to you. But recommended to write in or organization level. Okay, for practice level, this is not required. I mean, that is optional. But in production level or in your organization level, okay, then this doc string very, very useful to other programmer. Okay, just I want to print student dot doc string, doc string. Okay, help of student. Help of help of student means help is the one function to return um, what is the purpose of this class. That is the use help function. Print student dot doc means this is the private methods. We can call it as doc string. What I have to return, just we have to call. Okay, can we execute this program, whether this program is executed or not? Just student, right? 1 minute. Yeah. Now you are seeing, right? The screen is visible, right? Yeah. Enter. Call print student unmatched. Okay. What is the problem? student student dot underscore doc. Maybe this line, I mean, this whatever we used this Jupyter notebook doesn't support a thing, and I will explain you later. My Visual Studio or Notepad less. Just we can execute it a help. What is help? Name student is not defined. Why name student is not? Maybe shoe. Okay, okay, and yeah, I didn't follow indentation. That's the problem. Yeah, it is coming right. Help of student, help on class student module, and this is student class with required data and data description. Everything. Okay, dictionary for instance variables and everything is coming right. Whatever I defined by using help function. Okay, I will tell you underscore underscore doc underscore this method what is the advantage of this. I will tell you later while using Visual Studio or any notebook. Okay, then our next concept is object. Okay, we have discussed what is class, right? Next, object. What is object? What is object? What is object? Physical existence of a class is nothing but object. What is object? Physical existence. Okay. Now your blueprint is ready for building that, whatever the constructing the building. Okay. But after planning executed, the physical means house. Based on your blueprint, you have to create a house, right? You have to constructed a house, right? That house is nothing but object. Physical existence. You have touched that object, right? But you haven't touched that blueprint. I mean, touch whatever, okay, whatever that you print the blueprint, those print you have to execute that house, that physical existence of house, that is nothing but object. What is object? Physical existence physical existence of a class is nothing but object. We can create any number of objects for a single class or for a class. That's it, sir. Now you understood, right? What is object? Syntax or example. We have written on class, right? Class student, right? Then we have to call s equals to student class. That's it, sir. That's it. This is nothing but object. Just we can call whatever we define the class. That is nothing but object. And next concept is what is reference variable. This is also very important. Variable, reference variable. Just I have referenced on variable, right? S equals to student. Okay, that is nothing but reference variable. We will talk. What is reference variable? The variable which can be used to refer a object is called reference variable. Okay, the variable, the variable which can be used to refer object to refer object is called reference variable. Reference variable. Now you understood, right? What is the variable? The variable which can be, okay, to refer object. This is the object. To refer that object is nothing but reference variable. Okay. By using reference variable, we can access properties, methods of the object, whatever things that we will discuss about. Just on write on program, we can write a first program using class and object. Program number one we can call class student. Class student. Def underscore init underscore init. What is underscore init and why we have defined thing? I will explain you. Okay. Don't worry. Just listen. How I can write self. What is the self? Name, roll number, marks. Okay. These things. Self dot name equals to just name, and self dot roll number equals to roll number. Next self dot marks equals to marks. Just I am writing one more function. Def, maybe some indentation. Okay, def talk using self variable print. Hello, my name is what? Self dot name. Next print. Don't worry, I will explain everything. What we written some function right. Here also we have written some what is the meaning of this, what is the meaning of self variable, what is the meaning of underscore in this constructor we can call, what is the constructor, what are the advantages of constructor. We will discuss next once this example is completed. My roll number. My roll number is self that roll number. Next, my marks. My marks are self dot marks. Just I have written, I have defined on class, right? Just I have to call on that object of the class by using variable, reference variable. S equals to or S1 equals to anything, student of Winky marks and roll number oh, 02 something like 102 and marks 80 something like. Just I want to call S1 sorry s dot talk student object student class. I have to define variable. Just I have to call hello, my name is something. Just we can execute this program. Whether this program is executed without any errors, we can check. If any errors, we can resolve. Inconsistency use of tabs and spaces of indentation where self dot roll number. Hmm. Name roll number marks. Fourth line, 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is this problem? Everything is correct only, right? This is the problem of indentation, some indentation. Be careful with indentation. Otherwise, this type of errors came. Indentation and def. Okay. Maybe the same. Maybe this problem of def. Mm, The problem is underscore underscore in it is not defined properly. And some indentation self dot name. Maybe I have corrected it. See, it is coming. Hello, my name is Venki. My roll number is 102. And my marks are 80. Okay. Now we understood, right? Then our next concept is self variable. What is self? We have defined self right here, here, here. What is self variable? Self is a variable. What is self variable? Self is the default variable which is always pointing to the current object. Like if you are coming if you are coming from Java programming language, we are using this keyword, right? Same thing, self also we can do. What is self? Self is a default variable, just pointing to the current object. Current object means, for example, name is an object. Okay, it is pointing to the current object. Name is an object, and roll number is an object. Marks is an object. It is pointing to that current object. That is nothing but self. We have to use self keyword. What is self variable? Self is the default variable which is always pointing to the current object. By using self, we can access instance variables and instance methods of the object. I will provide notes, don't worry. How to create self variable or how to define self variable, just like def underscore underscore init underscore underscore. Just you have to define self variable. That's it. Okay. Be careful of indentation. Okay. Indentation means just you have to define one function, right? And the next line you have to space. You have to give some space or tab. Then only you have to start next line. Okay. Whenever after column, whenever you use after column, then after next line you have to use some space or tab. Then you have to continue remaining programs. Okay, that is called indentation. In Python, you have to take care about your indentation. Otherwise, it will give an error. Okay, we have faced it right while executing the program. Same thing we have next. You understood, right? What is self variable? Okay, I will provide notes. Don't worry. If I have to write every definition, means it will long. It will come long video. That is not good. Okay. Next, constructor. Constructor. This is very important. Constructor. What is constructor? Constructor is a special method in Python. Constructor is a special method in Python. We have to call constructor. The name of the construction should be, or we have to call underscore underscore init underscore underscore. Okay. The name of the construction should be underscore underscore init underscore underscore self. Okay. The constructor will be executed automatically at the time of object creation. Whenever you have to create object, okay, whenever you have to create object, then automatically the constructor will executed. Okay, constructor will executed first. Whatever there inside constructor instance, these are called instance variable. I will explain you what are the instance variable. Then whenever you have to create object, then immediately the constructor will execute it automatically whatever variables there inside constructor. Okay, next, the main purpose of the constructor is to declare initialize instance variables. The main purpose of the constructor is to declare instance variable. These variables are called instance variables. Just temporary variables. Okay. Instance variable. Per object constructor will be executed only once. Per object. Per object or per class. We have to create only one constructor only. If you are creating multiple constructor, then Python will treat as latest constructor because, okay, 1 minute. Mm, I will tell you. Same thing I have to define like this or any other constructor. Then Python will treat latest one. If you are defining multiple constructor, there is no problem, but it will take it as only one constructor. That constructor is latest one. Okay, latest one. Okay, that is. And constructor can constructor can take at least one argument. Okay, constructor can take at least one argument. Self or name, roll number. You can pass at least one argument. Okay, that is called constructor. Okay, I will tell you. Constructor is a special method in Python. The name of the constructor should be underscore underscore init. Constructor will be executed automatically at the time of object creation. What is the purpose of the constructor? The main purpose of the constructor is to declare initialize instance variable. Per object, how many constructor will be created? Only one constructor. If you are trying to if you are trying to add multiple constructor, the Python will take it as only one constructor, that will be latest one. Okay, constructor can take at least one argument, by self or name, anything. Now you understood, right, what is constructor? Then you may get doubt. Okay, I don't want to provide any constructor, then what happen? Okay, if your constructor is optional, if you are not providing any constructor, then Python will provide default constructor. No need to declare constructor. Okay, if you are lot of instance variable, then where I can declare an instance variable inside constructor, there you can use constructor, but Py not is mandatory. Okay, now you understood, right, what is constructor, how we can define, okay, where we can use inside constructor, what are the variables we have to declare, everything. Now you may confident. Our next concept is our next concept one program we will execute, then you may get idea. Class student, already I have defined, already I explained, sorry, I already explained, right? Class student underscore everything we discussed and we are also executed. This is called constructor. Then what is the difference between, maybe your interviewer ask this question. That's what I am adding this concept. What is difference between methods and constructors? Constructor. I will tell you what is difference between. Okay, inside method, name of the method can any name. Okay, if while you are creating methods, any name you can create, no problem. Okay, name of the method, name of the method can be any name, no worries. Okay, any name. But constructor name should be always underscore underscore init underscore underscore. Okay, now you understood, right? Oh, what is the difference between method and constructor? The method name can be any name. For example, here I have defined method talk. Here, no need to require underscore underscore any default methods, right? Any name you can define, no problem. But constructor, you have to define compulsory underscore underscore in it. Okay. Otherwise, it will get an error. Method will be executed if you call that method. Okay. Method will be executed if you call that method. Okay. Here, this method this constructor automatically executed, right? I am not calling any constructor, right, while creating object. Okay, but here talk method I have declared here, compulsory I have to call, otherwise it will not executed. That is called method. But constructor, what is constructor will be executed automatically at the time of object creation. Now you understood, right? Don't worry. And today I'm not feeling well, and my voice is not good. Some breaks are coming. Okay, I'm so sorry. Today I'm not feeling bad, but I have to maintain some consistent every day. I have to upload one video. That's what I am teaching this. Sorry. Per object, method can be called any number of times. Okay. Per object, you any number of times you can call, no worries. But per object constructor will be executed only once. I already told you in earlier, right? Inside method, we can write business logic. But inside constructor, we have to declare only instance variables. Now you understood, right? What is the difference between method and constructor? Okay, I am explaining everything, but I will provide notes in detail as well. There you have to refer. Okay, next topic, types of variables. Types of variables. What are the types of variables? First one is instance variable. Instance variables. Second topic is static variable. Static variable. Third one is local variables. Local variables. Okay. Can we go instance up to you up to whatever you have doubts, please comment. Okay. To you have any doubts, please comment. And types of variables. What is first topic is instance variables. What is instance variable? The value of the variable is varied from object to object. Such type of variables are called instance variable. For example, object. If the value of the variable, okay, the variable value of the variable is varied from object to object. Such type of variables are called object. Every object is a separate copy for instance variable. Inside constructor by using where we can declare local variable, I mean instance variables. Inside constructor inside constructor. I will explain in the practical, but definition sake, I am explaining everything. Inside constructor, we can do it inside instance method by using self variable. Okay, outside of the class by using object reference variable, we can use instance variables. Okay, where we can define as instance variable inside constructor by using self variable, and inside instance methods by using self variable. self variable, and inside, sorry, outside of the class, outside of the class by using object reference variable, reference variable, var variable. Okay, just I have explained this example, right? Here, instance variable where we can declare, just 1 minute. These are the instance variable. Inside this is the constructor, right? Inside a constructor by using, this is the self instance variable. By using self, we have to use it, right? Self variable. By using self variable. Okay. And inside instance method by using self variable. Outside of the class by using reference variable. These are called instance variable. Okay. Next topic is static. Static variables. What is static variable? If the value of the variable is not varied from object to object, such type of variables we have to call it as static variables. For total class, only one copy of the static variable will be created and shared by all objects of that class. Now you understand, right? Where we can use static variables. If the value of the variable is not varied from object to object, okay, such type of variables we have to declare within the class directly. But outside of the methods, such type of variables are called static variables. Static variables, just instance variable versus static variable I will discuss. Instance variable, just one example I will write, then you may clear doubt. Test x equals to 10, def underscore underscore init underscore underscore self, self that y is equals to 20, 20. Okay. Next, t1 equals to, like the test, I can call that class. T2 equals to test. T2 equal to test. I'm printing T1, T1 and T2. T2. Sorry, T1 dot y, right? T1 dot x. Oh, sorry, sorry. T1 of x. Okay, okay. T1 of x and T1 of y. T1 of y. Okay, in this case, what it print? Next, T2 also will print. T2, T2 dot x and T2 dot y. In this case, what will print and will check. See here 10, 20, 10, 20. It will print, right. Just I am changing some variable. Test. Test is what? Our class. Test dot x. I'm changing test dot x equals to triple eight. Something like triple nine or triple eight. T1 dot y equals to triple nine. Okay. Just I want to print these variables. In this case, what will be print? 1020 or triple eight or triple nine? We'll check. I too don't know. We'll check what is. See, now it will change those reference variable. These variables are called static variables. Okay. These variables are called static variables. These variables are called instance variables. Now you understood, right? Now I hope you understood what is the static variable and what is the instance variable. Okay. Next concept is local variables. Next concept is local variables. If you still doubts or if you haven't clear what is static variables, what is instance variable, then just you can comment it out. Then only I can know, right, whether I am conveying correctly or not. Okay. Local variables. What is local variables? Sometimes to meet temporary requirements of the programmer, right? We can declare variables inside a methods directly, right? Such type of variables are called local variables. Just temporary variables, temporary requirements. Okay. Earlier we discussed about lambda function, right? What is the meaning of lambda function, normal function? Normal function is fixed function. You can use continuously. Just temporary requirements I want to create on function, then we have to use lambda keyword, right? Same thing here also local var. Some temporary variables I want declare. Okay, I don't want to use or I don't want to continue these variables. Just temporary requirements I want to use. Such type of requirements we can use local variables. Okay, local variables will be created at the time of method execution and destroyed once method completes. Okay, it will automatically destroys method completes. Local variables of a method cannot be accessed from outside of the method. Local variables is valid from inside methods only. If you are trying to call outside of the method, then Python will give slap you. Array man, that variable I don't know. Have you defined or not? Because local variables can within the scope only within the method only. Okay. Do not continue outside of the method. That variable. Such type of requirements we can use local variables. Just I am providing one example, then you may get clear. Class test def m1 self is equals to 100 print a. Next def m2 self b is equals to 200 print b. Okay, just I am calling class name t is equals to test, then t dot m1 t dot m2. Now what it will come? What it will come, just we can explain, we can execute what it will come. Some problem, inconsistency use tabs, where a Same problem, same indentation problem. Because I'm writing in the notepad, right? That's what the problem. Just indentation problem. Okay, I have corrected that indentation. Some tabs I have to given. Then we'll see. I'm not executed. Just whether this program will executed or not. If not executed, and then we'll write one by one here. Okay, because I have written in the notepad. Just I have to copy it, right? Some indentation coming. Maybe yeah. Now it is coming. A is equals to 100 and 200, right? Now, what happened? Just I have to define a is equals to 100 within this method. Just I have to call this print b. Just print a I am calling. Print a I am calling. What happened? We'll check. See, immediately name error came. A is not defined. Okay. A is local variable. Okay. The A scope is within the method only. How you declare outside of the method? Then immediately Python will not know, right? You have defined M1 method inside M1 method you have defined A variable, but you are calling M2 method. Okay. Don't know. M2 method is don't know about A. This is local variable, right? That is some inside method only I have defined a some temporary requirement. Just I want to call that 100. Just okay, that such type of temporary requirements we can use local variables. I hope you are get clarity. What we discussed till now, local variables, instance variables, static variables, we discussed it, right? Okay. Next concept is methods, types of methods, types of methods. What are the types of methods? Instance method, instance methods, static method, class method. Third one is static method, static methods. Then what is instance methods? What is instance method? Because everything I am explaining why, because everything is important in object oriented programming language. Tomorrow we are going to inheritance concept and some inheritance concept, static method, so many areas we are using this type of variables methods. If you don't know about those things, then you get problem, right? That's what I am explaining everything. Okay, if this video is very long, please watch it till the end, because this is very important concepts. That's why if I am not feeling well today, I'm not feeling well, but still I am going to explain, because this concept is very important. Not these concepts, whatever I'm explaining concept, everything is important. What is instance method? Inside method implementation, if you are using instance variable, then such type of methods called instance methods. Whatever you are using instance variables in one method, such type of methods are called instance methods. Okay. Inside instance methods declaration, we have to pass self variable. Okay, we have to pass self variable. Already we discussed it on program, right? We this yeah, this one. Just we are accessing instance variables, right? We have defined talk. This is normal method. We are calling instance variables, right? Okay, instance variables, right? Wherever you are calling to require instance variables, Such type of methods are called instance methods. Okay, be careful. You are calling that instance variable compulsory. You should pass self variable. Otherwise, it will not call that self variable or sorry instance variable. Now we understood, right? By using self variable inside method, we can able to access instance variables. Okay. Now instance methods you understood, right? Next, and how to access by using setter method, getter method. Those things also there, but I will explain future videos. No worries. And the second one is class method. Class methods. What is class methods? Inside method implementation, if you are using only class variables means static variables, then such type of methods we should declare class method. Declare it as a class method. Okay. We are accessing here in the class methods or static method, sorry, class methods, just we are accessing static variables. Here, instance method means we are accessing instance variable. Such type of variables are called what? Instance methods. But class methods means inside method implementation. If you are using only class variable, means static variables. Such a type of methods we should declare as class method. We can declare class method explicitly by using what? At the rate of class method decorator. We are using, or we can declare class method as explicitly by using class method decorator. 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 Okay. And for class method, we should provide CLS variable at the time of declaration. This is also important. For class method, we should we should provide CLS variable. CLS variable at the time of declaration. Understood, right? If you are calling, 1 minute, I will split this. If you are calling class method, then you have to define at the rate of class method decorator. And for class method, we should provide CLS variable at the time of declaration. What is class method? You understood, right? Just you have to implement one program, then you may clear doubt. Demo problem or demo program. Demo program. Class animal. Just sorry, animal. Every animal, how many? Every animal you can take. How many legs is there? Most of the cases, 4 legs are there. Just I have to define. Then I have to declare on method, class method. Def walk. Def walk. For class method, we should provide CLS variable. We have discussed it, right? For class method, whenever you are defining class method, you should provide CLS variable at the time of declaration. You have to provide CLS variable, and you have to whatever you can name, you can provide. Then print. Works with likes. Dot format. Have to provide name, CLS dot legs. That's it, sir. Just we have to call it as animal dot walk, animal dot walk. Just I am providing dog. What happened? We'll check. See, dogs walks with 4 legs. Every dog has 4 legs, right? Okay. Here, you are compulsory whenever you are accessing the this is static variable, right? Whenever you are accessing static variable, compulsory you should follow. You should declare decorator, which decorator, class method decorator. Then you have compulsory declare that CLS variable. Okay. Otherwise, you will get error. Not CLS. Instead of CLS, you can provide anything. Just CLSS I am providing. CLSS I am providing. What happened? We'll check. Any error? No. Instead of CLSS, just I am providing Winky. What happened? We'll check. But many of the people or many of the others can declare as CLS. That's what we have learned, that CLS variable. See, instead of CLS, we can declare any name. That is no problem. But make sure the default name is CLS. Now you understood, right? What is class method? Next, static method. What is static method? Our next concept is static method. Static method. What is static method? In general, these methods are general utility methods. In general, these methods are, don't worry about spelling mistakes, okay? Concentration on the theory, okay? In general, these methods are general utilities. These methods are general utility methods. Inside these methods, we won't use any instance variables or class variables. Okay. Inside these methods, inside these methods, we won't, provide, any instance or class variables. Class variables. Here we won't provide self or CLS arguments at the time of declaration. We can declare static method explicitly by using at the rate of static method. At the rate of static method decorator. That's it, sir. We can declare static method explicitly by using at the rate of static method decorator. Here we won't provide self or CLS arguments at the time of declaration. We can access static methods by using class name or object reference. By using class name or object reference, that's it. Whenever we call it as object, right, that object reference we are providing that reference and our class name. That's it. Just class example, class Winky, some math, Winky math. Just I'm providing static method, def add x comma y, x comma y. Print the sum, the sum. x plus y, x plus y. Next, at the rate of static method, same. Def product x comma y. Print the product. Product means what? X into y. Just I'm calling Venki math. Venki, oh no, V capital right? Venki math. Dot add 10 comma 20. Next, Venki math dot product. Just providing 10 comma 20. How we can call? We can declare static method explicitly by using static method. Okay, done. And we can access static method by using class name or object reference. We are accessing by using class name, right? Okay. Now just we can execute this. If any error come now, I will take care about those things. See, the sum is 30, the product is 200. I'm not accessing any object reference. No, anything like how we can call that static variables and what are the instance methods. So such type of requirements won't be there here, right? Just we have to use static method decorator. Then just have to define that method. This is called static method. Then I have to call by using class name. That's it, sir. This okay. These are called static method. Okay, such a type of requirements we can use. This type of requirement we can use static method decorators. Okay, I hope you understood, right? Note point. In general, we can use only instance and static methods. Inside static methods, we can access class level variables by using class names. But class methods are most rarely used methods in Python, right? Note. In general, we can use only instance and static. Why I'm writing means this is very important. Interviewer point of view, that's what. Inside static method. Inside static method, we can access class level variables by using class name. But class methods are most rarely used. Rarely used methods. Used methods in Python or anywhere Python. Okay. Mostly we are using only static variables and instance variables and static methods and instance methods. Okay. Class methods rarely we used. Okay. Now you understood, right? What we discussed. What is OOPS? Okay. We discussed. Till now, what is OOPS? Okay, what are the advantages of OOPS? What are the difference between functions and object-oriented programming language? What is the meaning of self-variable? What is the reference variable? Okay, next, types of variables. What are the types of variables? instance variables, static variables, local variables. And what are the types of methods? Instance methods, class methods, static methods. Till now, we have completed. Okay, that's it, guys. Today's session, and there are n number of concepts are there in OOPS because that's what very very important concept in OOPS. Okay, if I am explaining everything in one video, that is very not good. That's what I have stopped here, and you have to practice till okay till whatever I have explained. If you have any doubts, please comment in the below area. Then I have comment reply that one. Okay, great day. Bye bye. Thank you.